Hey, it's Tom here, and welcome back to another episode of The Wealthy Walker. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about Legacy Records and their new agreement with the Gamebred Fighting Championship, where they're going to be giving out loaded ledger wallets full of Bitcoin as payment. It's pretty cool. Fighters are going to get paid in Bitcoin, and this is where we're going to be going over the next few years, with more and more people wanting to be paid in Bitcoin. Whether it's Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies, more and more celebrities are wanting to get paid in digital asset form. Whether that's Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Tom Brady forming agreements with FTX, Lionel Messi getting fan tokens while signing for PSG. That's just the sports stars. There's obviously a lot more stories coming out with people wanting to get paid in crypto. So what's involved with this Gamebred Fighting Championship agreement with Legacy Records, and what could be the long-term ramifications of such an agreement? Let's discuss. Oh my god, I'm getting absolutely battered with hailstone. So before we get started, guys, if you are new to the channel, as I say, my name is Tom. So here on this channel, we're pretty much walking and talking all things investments, whether that is the stock market or cryptocurrencies. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, of course, click that subscribe button. Your support would be much appreciated. Okay, let's jump straight into today's topic. Big news coming from the MMA world between Legacy Records and the new Gamebred Fighting Championship. Jorge Masvidal, co-founder of the Gamebred Fighting Championship, who is a well-known UFC fighter, he's already come out and spoke about this new agreement, and safe to say it's exciting times for these MMA fighters. So in their recent event, pretty much the fighters involved were given loaded ledger wallets. Now if you've not got yourself a ledger and you've got lots of crypto, I highly suggest getting yourself a ledger wallet. It's super secure, it's offline, so no one can hack into it, and yeah, I can see this as a pretty safe way to pay someone by giving them one of these wallets. Now as I say, this is an agreement between this brand new Gamebred Fighting Championship and Legacy Records. This doesn't actually involve the UFC, but UFC are sponsored by Crypto.com, so you can see that they're already heading in that direction over there too. The fact that Masvidal is part of the Gamebred Fighting Championship to me is a good thing, because he's got ties with UFC, and I'm pretty sure if this is successful, it works out well for the fighters, then it's only a matter of time before the UFC get involved too. I won't go into too much detail about this new fighting championship, but what I will say is that it's bare knuckle fighting, it's pretty brutal, and the fighters were awarded these ledgers for things like knockout of the night, submission of the night, fight of the night, those kind of awards. I think what's also interesting about this agreement is it's really interesting timing, because if you're not familiar with the MMA world, a lot of these fighters come from Brazil, and you may have seen in the news recently that Brazil are trying to get a bill passed to make Bitcoin legal tender. So if this happens, you're going to see pretty much all Brazilian fighters wanting to get paid in crypto, especially if their currency is devaluing. So for me, it's inevitable that if this works and this bill gets passed in Brazil, you're going to see a lot of pressure put on the UFC to make sure that these fighters get paid in crypto moving forward. For me, this is all kind of crazy. Like, I've only been in the crypto world since January 2021, and already there's been so much adoption around the world, and it's probably why I first discovered it back then as well, because it's just starting to reach the mainstream. More people are talking about crypto, and the fact that these huge exchanges are sponsoring sporting events, whether that's FTX sponsoring stadiums, or you've got like obviously Crypto.com with Formula 1 and the UFC. People are talking about this now, and if they're able to find the right sources of information, they're not reading mainstream media where they just try and create fear, uncertainty and doubt about crypto, then it's just a matter of time before they start investing a little bit. And for me, like, I see crypto as a pension fund. I'm not looking to just cash in and out and trade it. I will take profits, but in terms of like Bitcoin, I'm looking to hold my Bitcoin for the long term. For example, I use a service called Nexo, and that is where I'm currently staking the likes of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, even a little bit of Litecoin, and of course stablecoins as well. And I'm earning really good interest in all of these different digital assets, things that I'm going to be holding for the long term anyway. So if you're interested in learning more about Nexo, I've left a link in the description. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. Of course, let me know in the comments what you think about this new agreement between Legacy Records and the Gamebred Fighting Championship. If you think this is a good thing for MMA fighters, if you think more sporting events are going to turn to crypto to pay their athletes, it would be really interesting to hear your feedback. Of course, if you found this content useful today, do smash that like button, it would be much appreciated. Thanks for watching today's episode, and we will see you on the next walk.